It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man, from around my way.
Hey honey bunches, it's me, Deja Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video will show you guys how I made this dress using leftover fabric from this quilt that I used in a previous project to make these basketball shorts. The first part I attempted to make was the circle skirt. I did not know what I was doing, so I ended up folding my fabric in half when I really shouldn't have. I opened my fabric back flat and I used a dress that was pretty circular in shape, traced it out and cut it out. Otherwise, my circle skirt would have looked a little bit like this. Once my circle was cut out, I folded it in half and I used the dress from earlier to cut out a middle hole for my body. And then I went and tried it on, make sure everything fit okay. My skirt was a little uneven, so I went ahead and cut off the extra bits. And then it was time to move on to the top portion. This was my inspiration photo, so I went ahead and cut out a rectangle long enough to wrap around my body. I instantly realized that that rectangle wasn't good enough, so I had to add like these extra triangle pieces to the end so that it can overlap a little bit. This is more like the shape that I'm going for to give it the keyhole effect, and I realized I'm going to need some darts at the top to give it the right shape. After doing that, I went ahead and sewed the tops of the skirt, and this is what it's looking like. I'm not really loving it at this stage, but I'm thinking maybe if I add the bias tape to it and around my neck, it will look much better. I sewed the bias tape around the top of the dress, and this is how the dress looks. I hate it. It is very ill-fitting. I don't like the way my boobs are still dragging the ground, so I decided to seam rip the whole top apart. This dress became my next inspirational picture. It's giving a halter. I felt like that shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. Since I was already using leftover material for this entire dress, I didn't have too much to work with as a new piece, so I used the same top that I just seam ripped and readjusted it around to make it fit me again in a different way at the top, and cut off excess, try it on again, cut off more excess. I just played around with it quite a few times until I got it the way that I wanted it to, and then I took a Sharpie and made points so I knew exactly where I needed to sew it onto the skirt. After sewing the top to the skirt, this is what it's looking like. I feel like I can take in a little bit more of the top area. I'm going to put a piece of elastic here in the back. Making this dress was so frustrating, and I think some of my footage is missing, but this is the way that my dress turned out. For this dress to have been a complete fail since the second that I started on it, I kind of like it. Let me know what you guys think of the dress. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man, from around